Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out of here well before the top of the hour. We'll give you enough time to get your bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here Monday through Friday on the Drive-Thru, is give you live sports picks from the primetime games. And to help us is the professional handicappers over at Pig Dogs. Let's take a look at who's on the show for today's. We've got Zawacki join us. Brian Bitler bookends the show Monday, Fridays. Jeff Jeter doing well in the NBA. Tony Brown in the center square today. Well, he'll lead off the show. Jovan Burts with us. Goran will look some English soccer. Chris Ruffalo will serve as co-host. And live from sunny and warming up Las Vegas, Nevada, Joe D'Amico, not too far away from triple digits up there, huh?
Absolutely. It's about 90 degrees today, and I am excited. And we got our Final Four tomorrow. We've got baseball, full slate, NBA, starting to take shape. NHL for all our hockey guys up there. Great time of year right here at Pick Dogs. But here in Vegas, it is heating up. I'm waiting for my best brother, Brian Bitler, to come on out. He showed me a picture of his bikini before the show. We're going to be out by the pool with Hawaiian Tropic, drinking margaritas by noon starting a week from now.
All right, sounds like a plan. Have Bitler come into Vegas. All right, let's take a look at the lineup, how they'll line up today. Brown, D'Amico, Zawacky, Burts, Bitler, Ruffalo, Jeter, Kucar, and then I will close this one out. All right, let's get started here. We're going to go ahead and start with our Skype segment here. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Tony Brown here. So, Chris, take yourself a little break. We're going to start the show on Skype. So enjoy the little time off while you have here as Tony Brown joins us here. We had a good winner yesterday for us here on the Drive-Thru, coming in with those Houston Astros. They look pretty good out there.
Absolutely, they did. I mean, I'm just a little bit more shocked that I'm getting my break so early. I mean, geez, it's like I don't know what to do with myself at this point, but I'm excited to see what Tony brings for us tonight. All
right, let's see what Tony brings for us. Bring in Tony Brown over in Las Vegas. We got the weather forecast out there. Tank top weather now, Tony Brown.
Yeah, we got 90-degree Easter coming out, man. The sun's out, so I brought the guns out. I got the little, Hawaiian stuff on, and it's about to be another hot summer in Vegas.
Oh, yeah, getting ready for those pool parties, spring break. Must be nice out there in Vegas, warm and wet. All right, Tony Brown, you're going to be looking here at this Trailblazers hosting the Bucks late night game, 10 p.m. Eastern time, as we see Portland is going to be the favorite in this one. This one's on NBA TV. It's Bucks laying 3 on the road, total 240.5.
Yeah, there's just been some good value on these games as of late. The Bucks are hands down the better team. And not only are they the better team, they dominated this series, just particularly versus Portland. They've taken 8 of the last 9 games, including the last 3 straight, and they haven't even been close. It's been 20-point blowouts. They've been beating them on an average of 112 to 130. The reason why Portland is the favorite is because, why Portland is such a small dog is because they're at home. They finally got healthy. They got Nurkic back, and they got their shooting guard back, Damian Lillard's partner in crime over there, C.J. McCollum. So they got a lot of guys back, and they're on a 4-game winning streak. Unfortunately, 3 of the 4 games were against Detroit, Toronto, and Orlando. They sit in the basement of the NBA, you know what I mean? So those aren't real good games to go by. We're also impressed about the Brooklyn Nets scoring. The Milwaukee Bucks are the second in the NBA in scoring. They're right behind them in scoring, and we all get enamored about Giannis winning the MVP and all his offensive skills. He's going to probably win Defensive Player of the Year or come second to Rudy Gobert. So they're just a complete team all around. They get overlooked now because of the Nets super team out there, but for sure they're going to beat Portland by the 3.5 points. Home court advantage is the only advantage in this one, and it won't be enough. I like the Bucks to win easy. The 3.5 points is way too small.
All right, Tony Brown here with the Bucks laying the 3 here on the road against the Portland Trailblazers. Of course, they're coming off that win against the Lakers. We know the Lakers were short-handed here. But one thing to note here, Tony, as you said, Portland coming off that 4-game trip out east to get the 1 day off, and then they got to go back on the court on the front end of back-to-back, so that some people like that angle, go against a team coming home from a long trip out back east.
That's when you get overcomplicated. Those for the guys who makes the big bucks and all that, coming off a game back east where Damian Lillard visited his grandmother in the hospital and they played on. I'm watching basketball. I know that Portland beat Detroit, Toronto, and Orlando those are teams me and you can put together a squad and beat. And I know Milwaukee is going to contend for the title in the East. I know they have the MVP, the reigning MVP, back-to-back MVP. I know they put up the second most points in the league. So I'm not into all those super stats that kind of, to me, really don't mean anything. I'm just going to go with the eye test on this one, and I think Milwaukee routes them.
I go, no angles here for Tony Brown. Goes with the eye test in Vegas, watching all the games. It's Milwaukee Bucks laying the 3 here against the Portland Trailblazers. All right, Tony, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium. We got a nice, we got a lot going on today. We got, let's get this thing right here. Here we go. Let's put up the odds. That's good. Nearly 40 units of profit here in the NHL documented here from you. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
This is my biggest weekend ever over at Pig Dogs or on any site. I have 9 plays tonight. That's 3 plays in the NBA, 3 plays in the NHL, and 3 plays in the MLB. And then tomorrow, of course, it's the Final Four. I'm all over both of those games, and then we'll finish it off Monday with the championship. So we got about 13 games in 3 days, none of them overcapped, all 10-star rated, some of my best plays on the board. This might be one of the times that you kick yourself like, wow, this guy went 9 for 9 on Friday night, and I didn't even take advantage of it.
That's right. Get on board here with Tony Brown over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the results here in NHL. He's showing positive return for 2021. He's got a lot of action out there. 1-day pass. Better be a good time to get that 3-day pass. You'll get Tony Brown's plays here for the weekend. We got Final Four coming up. We got NBA, Major League Baseball, hockey on the docket as well. So get on board here with a package from Tony Brown. Every play that he releases, you set the terms when you check out his profile page over at Pig Dogs. All right, Tony, as always, it's great having you on the show. Thanks for filling in for today. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you next week.
Anytime, Tom, man. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Anytime you need a fill in, just give me a call.
All right, Tony Brown here on the drive-thru. Check him out over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on here on the show. And my co-host is here, Chris Ruffalo, back and ready to go for the long haul as we finish up the show. We're going to go up to Las Vegas, Nevada again, so back-to-back in Vegas. We're going to go over to Joe D'Amico. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's been very good on the show, by the way, with his picks. And we'll get he'll let you know the record because I know, Joe, you've been dynamite here on the show. Well,
thank you, Tony, Chris. I'm very excited about Tony Brown's plays. 9 big plays, really? Wow. And that Tony made a good point. He's a great handicapper. I've been following him on the show as well. I look at those leaderboards every day, you know. I'm an egomaniac. I want to see my name up there. But I see Tony Brown up there. 9 big plays, great point. Go after one of those 3 or 7 day packages. They pay for itself with the first game or 2. But yes, Tony, Chris, I lost a free play on the last show, but savor the flavor, folks. My free play record on the drive is still 50-20, and I will win tonight's free winner. Tony, Chris, we're going on the diamond. We're going to Petco tonight. Yeah. Sports fans, San Diego is one of last season's most pleasant surprises, and trust me, they will be a true force once again this season. However, this early in the campaign, there's a lot of value in those big numbers. And please, sports fans, I want you to ingrain this in your brains. Betting baseball is about one thing. It's about value, value, value. Arizona plays San Diego very tough. I mean, they split 10 meetings in last year's shortened 2020 campaign. Now today, 2018 AL Cy Young winner, Blake Snell takes the mound. Say his name 5 times fast. He takes the mound. Guys, he's under quite a bit of pressure, though. He's getting his first start in a Padres uniform. And after that game yesterday, I will tell you this. He's under a lot of pressure here. Meanwhile, on the flip side, Merrill Kelly takes the bump. He's no world beater, but he has done very well against the Padres in his career. I think plus $1.85, plus $1.90, plus $1.95. I like this game. I really do. I think there's a lot of value here. Like I said, opening day yesterday, Chris and I was talking before the show. 8 games were won outright by underdogs. There was a few won in the 9th by favorites and a few won in the 10th or in extra innings by some of the favorites. This is a time of year you can take advantage of some of these dogs. I do think this game offers a lot of value. I like zone here. You're going to get him close to – I see $1.85, $1.90, $1.95. I'm going to take that nearly plus $2, and I'm going to go with Arizona here.
All right, Joe Meagle here with Arizona Diamondbacks plus 185 here against San Diego Padres. You know, one thing, Chris, when we were on the show yesterday, that Padre Diamondback game was going. It looked like a blowout. Then what a comeback by the Diamondbacks to put up those runs on the Padre pitching.
No, for sure. And, I can't fault anybody. I can't even fault Joe for taking this play just based on value alone. We were talking about it before the show. Joe and I made a dinner bet because, unfortunately, I'm on the Padres on the run line, but that mainly because I don't know what we're going to see from Merrill Kelly. Yes, he has great numbers against the Padres in his career, but he's also dealing with that thoracic outlet syndrome, and we've seen pitchers that have had that issue that came back from the surgery that have struggled. Mainly a pitcher we talked about another one before the show, Matt Harvey. He was great before the shoulder issues, and then the syndrome popped up, and then he hasn't really been the same since. So I need to see Kelly get a couple good outings in before I really get behind him. Value play I can't fault, but I was on the other side coming into this one.
Joe, San Diego Padres, they're going to be inflated favorites a lot this year. There's a lot of talk about them. Hey, they're the team on the up here. They've got the pitching. They've got the hitting. They're spending the money. And you're always going to pay a tax for that.
Absolutely. Especially here in Vegas, you got a lot of San Diego bettors that come into town. I will tell you, this is a very good team, and I expect to hear a lot about them. Last year, Chris and I spoke about this. They were really, I don't want to say they were under the radar, but they were under the radar. Nobody gave this team a chance, especially in that division. The Dodgers. I get it. This team is a force to be reckoned with. However, they are going to be overinflated. We've seen quite a few teams, $2 teams, go down yesterday alone. And, on a lot of these teams in the beginning of the year, Tony, Chris, everyone, some of these new pitchers, some guys coming off injury. Chris just talked about Kelly, but some guys coming off injury or procedures from injuries. And some guys, some new acquisitions, it takes them a little time to gel on these teams. Baseball is unlike other teams, other sports. It really is. And I really do always look for value in baseball. Personally, I don't go above $1.45 on a favorite. I don't care if Sandy Koufax is on the mound and he's got the lineup of the 27 Yankees behind him. Because right now we do see, it's not uncommon to see $2, $3, and even $4 favorites. And guys, if you lose a $2.50 favorite, you now need to win your next 3 games to get back in the plus column. Yes, the Yankees. Yes, the Dodgers. They are going to win 90-plus games. But unless they win every game of the season, even if they win 105, you're still going to wind up losing money. You play them every day. There's value in the hills of those big underdogs.
There certainly are here. And, of course, Padres with that questionable bullpen. We'll see how it goes. They did dip a little bit last year. All right, Joe, good action tonight. We got Final Four this weekend. The sports are colliding here. NHL, college basketball, NBA, MLB. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium? You're doing fantastic work in the NBA, 770 units of profit.
Well, Tony, I have I wanted the lines to subside a little bit. I'm putting up both Final Four winners right after this show. I said I was going to do it the other day. I wanted to wait to see if the lines moved a little bit. I will tell you this. I'm 8-1. My last 9 in the college basketball. Those will be up an hour after the show. I'm proud to announce tonight, in baseball, I have not one but 2 big winners, my legendary Grand Slam play, and I have my first divisional game of the week and my AL West game of the week. I also posted my NBA best bet. They won last night. They're going to win again tonight. Sports fans, it doesn't matter if it's on the grass of the diamond or the hardwood of the court. Tonight, if you follow me, I'm going to bring you big winners.
That's right. Get on board here with Joe D'Amico over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers, nearly 800 units of profit in the NBA. He's got his one-day pass. He's got a lot of passes up there. He's got his baseball pass, second half NBA as well. Those long-term passes are best value there when you pick them up over at Pig Dogs Premium. If you want to get that 30-day pass, you get all of Joe's plays for 30 days, all the sports he caps, NBA, college hoops. We got Major League Baseball, hockey as well, so get on board with those long-term passes at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Joe, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night. Enjoy the weekend in Vegas, the Final Four, and we'll talk with you next week.
Thank you, Tony. Chris, Brian, I've got the margaritas. I'm stirring them now. I'm putting the grill on. I expect to see you in a few hours once your playlist. Everybody out there, good luck. Have a winning day.
All right, Joe D'Amico here on the drive-thru. All right, continue on with our coverage. More picks coming up, guys. Before we do, a reminder, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every day. It all gets started in the morning with the morning show. Mitch, Rod Zawacki, Brian Bitler. Then we got those 2 YouTube shows, your early and late editions. Find out more about those when you follow the link below this description. And, of course, the drive-thru, we're here Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Of course, that thumbs up, that like. We're looking for those guys. It helps us build our audience, Chris.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at where we've come in just over a year. I mean, starting from just a morning show and Pick Dogs was in its infancy, and now look at us. We got the drive-thru. We got the morning show. We've got the YouTube Premium. We've got all those videos. And it's all thanks to all the support. You know, you guys are already watching the video. You just scroll underneath. You just click the thumbs up, click the subscribe button. It allows us to bring you guys even more stuff. It helps us out a ton, but we still appreciate all the love and support.
We absolutely do. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. And part of the morning show is Rod Zawacki. You find him over at Pig Dogs Premium every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show and the YouTube Premiums. Rod, how you doing?
Doing good, Tony. Beautiful day here in Canada, nice and sunny. Can't complain. Nothing to complain about here. Nice 50 degrees.
Oh, beautiful, man. That snow is starting to melt over there over in your area. All right.
Well, snow's long gone.
Long gone. Nice. Long gone. No more minus 30 degrees. That's great. What an 80-degree turnaround there.
That's so nice. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Rod, you're looking at Avalanche
I could
Blues.
wear mankini in Canada for sure. No problem.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, he can. Got that pull. I think you could probably put a pull in now, right? Over recent developments, right?
We could. We could definitely have the pool. Our outdoor pool here will be
beautiful. Getting ready. All right, Rod, we got the Avalanche hosting the Blues here at 9 Eastern Time. Av is the big favorite, 220, total 5.5.
Yeah, you bet. The Avs are definitely the big favorite. They've been probably the hottest team the last month in the NHL. They went 12-2-1 last month, just ripping it up. But for me here, they got to take a game, and now you're going to have Jonas Johansson starting goal. Buffalo. So his numbers are they're a little bit wishy-washy for me. For me, this is going to be a total value play. I don't want to lay minus 218 with this Colorado Avalanche team with a goalie who hasn't even won a game all year. He's 0-5-0 and 2 overtime losses with a 3.78 goals against average, a .883 save percentage. This is a great spot here for our buddy Jordan Binnington to step up Colorado. He got in an 8-0 loss. I think he had this circled on his calendar as the spot where he's going to cover the St. Louis Blues on the money line. Nice plus money dog here to upset the Colorado Avalanche.
All right, we got Rod on record here. St. Louis Blues, a nice dog here on a Friday, plus 185 against the Colorado Avalanche. All right, Chris, your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I was on the Blues even before I found out that Johansson was starting here. This is, like Rod said, a great value spot for the Blues. I said before, this is still a team that's only 2 years removed from their Stanley Cup championship, and they still kept the majority of that roster. They've just hit a rough patch this year. A lot of teams do. And, Colorado, what have we always said about baseball teams? The best teams are going to lose probably 40% of their games. Same thing with Colorado. They're not going to win every single game, and this is a perfect spot for, we're getting a quality team like St. Louis at plus 185, almost 2 times our money. Sign me up. I'm on the Blues as well.
All right, the Blues looks like they split their 2 means this year. And, of course, a revenge spot here for the Blues being embarrassed earlier on, back on January 15th.
Yeah, big time. This is the rubber match. They played 2 games each.
All right. So Rod here on the Blues, plus 185 against the Avalanche. All right, Rod Zawacki, good weekend coming up. We got Final Four. We got NBA hockey, sports colliding here with baseball. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
We got a massive weekend in store. I've got 5 plays for you tonight. I've got 3 NBA, 2 MLB plays that I absolutely just love. You can get that over at Pig Dogs Premium or sportschatplace.com. It's my Steak Friday pass. You get my 5-pack there. Or your best bet. Grab one of these 3 days. You'll get everything. You'll get my Steak Friday. You'll get the Final Four selections as well. That'll be here on the weekend. And we got loaded with MLB on the weekend, hockey, and we got more NBA as well. We got a loaded weekend. This is the best time to grab one of those 3 days. Great deal for everybody. You get all my plays all weekend long. Even if you want, grab one of those 2-for-1 capper deals. 2 for 1. Grab me, grab Chris. Get us all weekend long. Can't beat one of those deals as well. Jump on over to pickthatplace.com and jump aboard.
That's right, guys. Get on board here at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, Rod Zawacki's got his one-day pass, that Steak Friday, or you go long-term, that 3-day, you'll get all this plays here from the rest of the tournament, your Final Four. And I know he'll slip in that Monday pick from the NCAA tournament. He likes to do that when we go that Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Might get that Final Four pick in there for you Sunday, so you get that extra value there, right, Rod?
You bet, definitely.
Absolutely, guys. So check out Rod Zawacki, get one of his long-term passes there. That's the best value over at Pick Dogs. All right, Rod, as always, great having your show. We'll tune in tomorrow in the morning with you at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and I know you're part of that YouTube early and late edition, which is really great value out there.
Yep, great value. With the YouTube preview early, get up board the early, you'll get 4 picks from me, Mitch, and Brian, and we throw our consensus during the week. And on the weekend, we got Ron Romanelli, who joins us, and you get 4 picks from there. Or join us in the afternoon, and you get 8 picks a day from us there on the morning show. Great value there. It just tells you all about it down here. Just follow the link below. Easy, simple steps. Can't go wrong. Great value for you guys here.
Absolutely, guys. Great value there on the YouTube early and late edition. Follow the description below. All right, Rod, have yourself a great night. Enjoy that steak tonight, and we'll talk with you here on the drive-thru on Monday. We
definitely with T-bone on the grill tonight. That's what we're doing. I'm going to barbecue it up. It's nice out tonight. This will be the first barbecue of the spring.
All right. Enjoy that steak, and we'll talk with you next week. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. All right, Chris, you're holding up pretty good. That's why we gave you that early break, because Chris was coming up talking about steak. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru, and we're going to go ahead and welcome Jovan Revers. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Jovan, how's it going?
Everything's going smooth. How about y'all, fellas?
Well, doing all right. Okay, we'll see how things turn out in Boston. You can't lose to Brian. You can't lose to Harvey tomorrow, man. I'm just telling you right now, you just cannot lose to Harvey.
Knowing the Red Sox, he might pitch a gem.
Oh no,
he might look like the Dark Knight from 4 or 5 years back. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Oh my goodness! All right, let's get to the NBA here with the Jovan Burts. Pacers tonight to face the Hornets. Pacers are laying 5 total 219.
Yeah, so I'm on the Pacers tonight. Now this bunch, they're underachieving bunch. They're 21-25 on the season, but they're 18-28 against the spread. It's no good, but they're currently 9th in playoff seeding, and the time is now for these guys. You know, they're at home, they're at the spot. You know, they've lost 2 straight. They lost a heartbreaker to Miami, which I was on Miami the last game against them. But the fourth quarter just looked atrocious. Actually, the whole second half looked atrocious for them because they was up by a pretty good margin. Now, anyway, with these guys, I don't know if Sabonis is coming back, but if he's playing tonight because he's questionable, then that's better. But what they need to do is feature Karis LeVert, because he's clearly their best player, and he's the one that really fights on their team. When everything was going downhill in that fourth quarter, he was the only one that was, trying to make it happen, go in the lane, try to draw fouls, but it's a motivational spot for them. Bottom line, they're playing the 4th place team currently in the Eastern Conference, but 2.5 games separates the 4th place team from the 9th place team. These teams are playing tonight, and the Hornets, they absolutely got smashed. They were playing pretty good ball, but they absolutely got smashed by Brooklyn last night. Now they got to turn around and play. And in Indiana, yeah, it's a bad spot for the Hornets. I think the Pacers are going to put the smash down in a rare spot.
All right, Jovan here on the Pacers, -5 against the Hornets. One thing, Chris, I look at here, of course, no LaMelo here for Charlotte, but their defense on the road, not very good, allowing over 48% shootings for the season.
And well, first I'll say, as far as that Matt Harvey thing goes, Jovan knows from me being in the AL East too, there's no such thing as a sure thing in the AL East. So Matt Harvey pitching a gem tomorrow wouldn't surprise me. But as far as this game goes, the only trend that scares me, with Indiana is 3-14 against the spread in their last 17. But I agree as well. This is just a bad spot for the Hornets. This is an Indiana team that needs these games now. Now that we're in the second half of the season, they need to take advantage of softer schedule spots like this. Charlotte, like Jovan said, just played the Nets last night, got their butts kicked, and now have to come in play a hungry Indiana team that needs these games. I think we're going to see Indiana's pedigree show through. I see him winning this one by at least 7. So give me the Pacers here.
All right, going to be here with the Pacers, laying the 5 against Charlotte. This one is on NBA League Pass Channel, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, Jovan, big weekend of action. Final 4, we got NBA sports colliding here, baseball and hockey. What you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, so tonight I got my Take Flight Friday MLB and NBA 7-pack. I got 3 on the MLB side and 4 on the association side, and it's gonna be a hitter. I love these plays tonight, and got more in store for you. Got the Final 4 jumping off on tomorrow. I love those plays. It's gonna hit, and just gonna ride out the rest of the weekend until Monday.
All right, guys, get on board with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs. We got the big 7-pack for you tonight. Pick that up, and, of course, take those wins and go long-term with Jovan. You see the packages there, 3, 7, and 30-day pass. Get every play that Jovan releases over at Pick Dogs Premium. You set the terms when you go to the profile page, and you pick up the long-term pass from Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Jovan, it's always great having your show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you on Monday.
Absolutely, fellas. Win, have a good weekend, and see you on Monday.
All right, see you on Monday. Jovan Burts here on the drive-thru. Guys, just a reminder, keep those likes, those thumbs up coming up. We greatly appreciate it. And if you miss any pick on the show, we're going to recap every play on the show at the end. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time to welcome Brian Bitler to the show. He's on Pick Dogs Premium. You'll find him on the morning shows with Mitch and Company. He'll be on tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time like he is every single day. He's a hardworking guy. Let's go ahead and bring him in right now. He joins us here on the drive-thru on Mondays and Friday bookends the show. Brian, how's it going?
Speaking of hard-working guys, it's tough to keep up with Chris Ruffalo. He's one of the hardest-working guys I know in the industry. But I tell you what, I'm taking off like a rocket ship right up the leaderboards. I have a big weekend in store for everybody. Stay tuned.
That's right. Of course, Joe Miko's waiting for you in Vegas as well. All right, Brian, let's take a look at what we got here on the show for tonight. The Kings and the Lakers late-night game will probably land when the game starts. All right, 10 Eastern Time with the Kings hosting the Lakers. Kings going to lay 4.5, total 220.5.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't take much of a nudge to get me to fade the Los Angeles Lakers. And right now, another day, perfect prime chance to make some money here. Sacramento Kings 7-3 last 10, Lakers 5-5. Both teams coming off of bad losses. But the Kings sit 3.5 games behind the final playoff spot in the Western Conference. They absolutely need every win they can. Lakers playing without their 2 best players, and I really think that they're just biding their time until they get to the playoffs. Lakers 1-6 against the spread last 7. Lakers 0-4 against the spread as a dog. And Kings 4-1 ATS following a loss. Take the Sacramento Kings, lay the points. Should be a nice, easy breeze of a cover tonight.
All right, Brian here on the Kings, laying the 4.5 against LA Lakers. All right, Chris, looking at this one. Big move here on the under here. Total coming down here. But remember when these teams met, there was no LeBron in the lineup. They still combined for 243 points.
Yeah, and that's always going to be the worry with the Sacramento Kings is the lack of defense. And it could happen again here. I'm just, we're starting to see the Lakers start to fall apart with no LeBron, no Anthony Davis. And, with the way that the Kings are playing right now, I don't know what we're going to do with the total, but I really like the Kings at -4.5 here. I could play it all the way up to 6 closer to game time.
All right, going to be here with the Kings laying the 4.5 against the Lakers, 10 Eastern Time, NBA League Pass Channel. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium where you're starting to move up that leaderboard. We're starting to see Brian heating it up here. 830 units of profit past 30 days. That is all documented. When you visit Brian's page, you can see every pick he's posted over at Pick Dogs Premium. What do you have going on over at the site?
Tell you what, 13-6 in my last 19 investments. Absolute off a 4-in-1 day yesterday. I'm ready for an easy winner tonight. I got my no limit info 3-pack. You get 1 NBA, 2 Major League Baseball plays for $40 at pickdogs.com. Take those plays to the bank. Baseball is going to be huge for me this year. You can pick up my Major League Baseball season pass for just $495 at pickdogs.com preview pick section.
All right, guys, check out Brian Bitler over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's got that one-night package tonight. Get on board with that. Of course, the long-term is where you want to go. That's where the best value is at 3, 7, and 30 All Sports Pass from Brian Bitler. You get every play he releases over at the site. You see the numbers here, 833 units of profit past 30 days, all documented on the site. So check them out. All right, Brian, as always, great having you show. I know you're part of the morning show, and you're also part of that early and late YouTube premium shows, which are really good value out there.
Extreme value there. $30 gets you the early premium show. $50 gets you all the plays from all the guys there. It breaks down to like 25 cents a pick, an extra tool for your tool belt. Most of the time in the afternoon show, I throw in something late that I'm not allowed to add because it's late in the day, but it's not too late for the YouTube premium show. All
right, guys, get on board. We'll check out the YouTube information right below on the description box. All right, Brian, it's always great having your show. Well, tune in tomorrow morning with you in the morning show at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I know your junior sharp there, Romanelli, will be on.
I got him underneath my wing. He disappointed me a little bit last week with a few filet-o-fish plays, but you know what? Overall, that kid's, sky's the limit for him.
All right, so you got Brian Bitler. He's got you under his wing. All right, Brian, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night. Enjoy that new car, and we'll talk with you next week.
I'll see you gentlemen on Monday. Have a good weekend.
All right, Brian Bitler here on the drive-through. All right, let's continue on with our coverage, and it's now time for Chris Ruffalo to get front and center here, as you're going to be looking at the game tonight from the NBA. As everyone's favorite fade, the Minnesota Timberwolves are on tonight. Let's take a look here at what we got here from this Timberwolves team. They are on the road here facing the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies here laying 6, total 233.
And sometimes with our capping, we got to live by a KISS. Keep it simple, stupid, and that's what I'm doing tonight. The Timberwolves, I've made more money going against this team than I have going with them, and that's not going to change here. The Memphis Grizzlies, you kind of come out of nowhere as the third best ATS record team in the NBA this season, and that came also on the heels of a 6-1 run against the number. Yes, they had 2 narrow losses to the Jazz and a win over the Rockets, but they also beat the Warriors, they beat the Celtics, they beat the Thunder in that spot. And John Morant's been the linchpin for a lot of that, He's got last 7 games averaging 21 points a game, almost 8 assists a game. And, he put up 30 on Utah in that game against the Jazz earlier. I just don't see any way that Minnesota keeps this close in the second half. Memphis 16-5 against the spread in their last 21 games as a favorite. Minnesota dropped 11 of their last 17 as an underdog. I don't think this one's close. I think this one's Memphis by double digits all day. I think this one, I wouldn't be surprised if this one finishes closer to 15 or even 20 points. So I love the Grizzlies in this spot.
All right, agreement here with the Grizzlies laying the 6 against Timberwolves. As a matter of fact, you're looking at Grizzlies in favorite roles here. We're seeing cover against Houston laying 8, cover against OKC laying 7, cover against Boston laying 4.5, cover against the Warriors laying 6.5. So recent form here shows that they can beat up on teams when they're pretty much a good favorite.
Yeah, they can. And you know what? I think that's also a kudos to how this team's growing. This is still a very young team, but yet they're showing maturity. And this is a team that they're not taking anybody lightly. They're not taking too many look ahead spots when it could happen to a young team that may not be focused. But Tony, like you said, the Memphis Grizzlies are not only winning games, but they're winning games convincingly, so that they don't have to be looking over their shoulder, in the second half of games, or even in the second half of the season. This is a team that got a taste of the playoff basketball last year. I think they want some more of that, and I think they actually want to make some noise this year. So I think that they realize that we talked about it in one of the games earlier. Teams have to take advantage of softer schedule spots like this. And no disrespect to the Timberwolves, but that's a soft schedule spot even when they're on rest or no rest. So that's why I love the Grizzlies in this spot.
All right, don't worry about disrespecting the Timberwolves. They deserve it. All right, Memphis agreement here, laying the 6. All right, Chris, let's take a look here at what's going on over at Pig Dogs Premium. We see it cranking it in college basketball, over 2,300 units of profit here for the season. Final 4 coming up. We see it battling that top 30 leaderboard as well. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
It's going to be one of the best weekends of the sports here. Like we said, all the sports are colliding. You're going to have NHL, NBA. I'm going to have my Final 4 plays up later this evening, and I'm going to have some special stuff for you guys for the weekend. As far as tonight goes, I got my Fastball Friday 3-pack, my Friday Moneyball 3-pack for the NBA, as well as my Black Card NHL play. Those are very rare for the NHL. one play that you can put any number on, and you're going to be getting it back double tonight, triple, however much you want to put on it. You're getting your money back tonight because that is a definite winner. But, guys, you know what? As far as long-term stuff goes, we always mention the 3-day, 7-day, 30-day all-sports passes, even the year. Those are some of your best values because they are going to bring down the cost of those picks to even pennies per pick. We talk about how great of a deal the YouTube Premium is, and that is a great deal. You also want to talk about pennies per pick for some of the best picks that you're going to find anywhere in the world. You can't beat that. And, you got 2-for-1 capper deals, season passes. I always say it, possibilities for you guys to make money are endless. The opportunities are there. You just got to find them. You can find them over at PickDogsSportsChatPlace.com Premium Pick section.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Check out Pick Dogs Premium right now. Chris Ruffalo, you see the numbers here, over 2,300 units of profit college basketball. He's doing well for the year 2021 as well. He's got those passes up there one day. Get that 3-day pass and get on board with Chris. Every play he releases there, he covers them all here. NBA, hockey, college basketball, Major League Baseball. But you want to get those final 4 picks from Chris Ruffalo, where you see the numbers, 2,300 units of profits. These are big games, 2 games on Saturday, 1 game on Monday. Get that 3 or 7-day pass and get on board right now with Chris Ruffalo over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on here on the coverage. Just a reminder, guys, keep those thumbs up, those likes coming. We greatly appreciate it. And, of course, if you missed any of the picks, stay tuned for the end. We're going to recap every one of them. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Let's welcome in someone who's doing very well in the NBA this year, and that's Jeff Jeter. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. So let's go ahead and cue him in. Jeff, how's it going?
Doing great. Getting ready to get the pool open here in about 10 days. And, of course, we had snow yesterday, so it's just a crazy amount of weather here. Just everything this week. So, but doing great, ready to for a big weekend here.
All right, big weekend indeed. All right, we got one NBA action here, 7 Eastern time. The Raptors will be hosting the Warriors. Golden State here laying 5, total 219.
Yeah, and, the Warriors here on the back-to-back, they came off that loss last night to the Heat, 109-116. It was a hard-fought game up to, about the fourth quarter there. At about the 9-minute mark, it was pretty tight. Heat pulled away. They went on a 12-0 run there and just ultimately sealed the deal last night. Now, Golden State on that back-to-back. Obviously, we've all heard about Steph Curry tonight with that tailbone issue. But the thing of it is, the Warriors, they are, with Curry, they've still been, 10 and 15 to the under on the road this season. Raptors, likewise, we've talked about them. They've not played so well away from Toronto at their quote-unquote home. With that said, they're still 10-11 to the under at home. Yeah, the thing of it is with Toronto, they've scored over 115 points only 2 times in the last 10 games, and both of those games are against the Nuggets. And the Blazers playing pretty fast pace. So, looking at when Curry has been out though for Golden State this year, it's been 7 games. 2 of them have gone over the 220 mark. And the thing of it is, I was just looking at this. The 2 games that did go over that 220 mark were against the fast-paced Atlanta Hawks and, of course, the real fast-paced and no defense out of the Sacramento Kings. So, the thing of it is, I know that once that news came out with Curry being out tonight, it was that total dropped. Obviously, it's going to be kind of more of a square play. A lot of money came in on the over, but I'm still, just kind of looking at what's going on this year with Curry being out and the way that Toronto's played. It's just coming with the Golden State coming off that back-to-back with Miami. I'm going to go ahead and take that under tonight. Just stick with it. I'm not going to fall for it.
All right, Jeff here on the under 219 Warriors and Raptors. All right, Chris, no Curry here for the Warriors in Toronto. I hate to say this, they're shooting the ball like Orlando.
I say it sometimes when I'm watching these games that the Toronto Raptors, couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat in the middle of the ocean sometimes. I mean, this is a team that's, for whatever reason, this is a good team, but they, we just can't turn it on offensively. And then they trade away Norman Powell and expect the results to still be there. And sorry, guys, they're not going to be. I'm with Jeff on this one. I think it's a low-scoring game. I could see it being like a 108-99, something along those lines. I see it struggling to get to 210. Forget about 219. You could probably play this lower to like 215 or 214, and I think try to get some plus money out of it. But there's no way that this is hitting close to 220.
All right, Grimmy here on under 219 Warriors and the Toronto Raptors. Watch this one at 7 Eastern Time, NBA League Pass Channel. All right, Jeff, big weekend coming up. Final Four. Of course, you're hot in the NBA. Been all season long. Over 700 units of profit that is documented. What you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, tonight I've got the Fast Break Friday. Got a 3-pack out of the NBA tonight for $29.99. Be sure to hurry up and pick that one up right away. Of course, as soon as you make that money, hop on with me and another capper, or even hop on one of my 3-day passes. Again, with Final Four tomorrow, if you get that 3-day pass, it's also going to get you the national championship game for myself here on Monday, as well as all the NBA action and baseball action this weekend. And so, of course, make that money, grab even one of the longer passes. And so, be sure to hop in here. We've got a lot coming up here over the next few weeks. And so, be sure to hop in. So, appreciate you.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Jeff Jeter over Pick Dogs Premium. That 3-day pass is great right now because you want to get every play from Jeff here through Monday. You'll get his Final Four selections here. We got the Saturday games coming up, the final on Monday. NBA, of course, in gear. Baseball has started, so a good time to get on board with those long-term passes as you have sports are colliding right now over right here on the schedule. So good time for those long-term passes. All right, Jeff, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk to you a little later when we recap the plays.
Yeah, we'll catch you here in just a few moments.
All right, Jeff Jeter here on the drive-through. All right, guys, we'll continue on. Reminder, we will recap the plays. If you miss any pick on the show, we'll recap them. And, of course, keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. We greatly appreciate it. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. And up next, well, we're going to go ahead and bring in Goran Kucar. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. He covers European soccer for us on the drive-through as well as Sports Chat Plays. Goran, how you doing?
Hey, Tony. Hey, Chris. I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Doing great, doing great. All right, so you got Chris all fired up for this one. We got Liverpool and Arsenal going on here. We got the two-way lineup here. Arsenal and Liverpool. Liverpool pick -half. Arsenal a +half and a pick. 2.5, 3 is the total.
Yeah, I think this is the best game of the day in the EPL for sure. And even though we have a massive soccer slate for tomorrow, most of the leagues are being played completely tomorrow. I choose this game because I think it's going to be a good game with a lot of chances and a lot of goals. And Arsenal has been playing much better soccer than pretty much they played the whole season. And they have had some good results. They were losing 3-0 to West Ham in their last game, and they got back to 3-3, which is a very positive thing for them. But one thing they're super bad at is their defense. Their defense is just terrible. They're making the mistakes that not even, 17-year-old kids should be doing. And they're conceding a lot of goals, but they have been scoring pretty good amount of goals as well in the attacking end, and that's what be keeping them alive. While Liverpool, on the other hand, they have been good on the road, but they have a ton of injuries on the defensive end, and all the defenders they brought in are still not used to the EPL pace, and it's going to be pretty hard for them to keep the Arsenal's offense at bay. So I think we're going to have plenty of goals. We had both teams to score in the last 5 games when Arsenal was the home team in this matchup. And for that reason, I think we're going to see at least 3 goals here and both teams to score for sure. For +100, I'm taking that price any day.
All right, Kucar here with Arsenal, Liverpool, over 2.5 goals. Both teams to score. They both got to come in. The return here at +100. All right, Chris, your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I mean, this is for anybody who likes betting soccer. Tomorrow is your heaven. Tomorrow's absolutely loaded. Gordon and I were talking about that a couple days ago. But as far as this one goes, I mean, the only concern with Liverpool in terms of this play is that their last 7 games have seen at least one team shut out, whether that's them or the other side. But in the league, when these two meet up, both teams have scored in every meeting that's back to 2017. I think these are two teams that just like to trade blows when they play each other, and I could see this being a very, very free-flowing game. I could easily see this one ending at least 3, maybe even 4 goals. So I like both teams to score, and I like the over as well at even money.
That's agreement here. Arsenal, Liverpool, over 2.5 goals. Both teams to score at +100. All right, soccer weekend over in Europe. Goran, what you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I was barely waiting for this soccer weekend, these national leagues, because these national teams in World Cup qualifications have been kicking my ass over the last 2 weeks, and the results have been all over the place. The favorites were losing all the time, and it was just crazy. But I'm getting a nice 9-pack or possibly even 11-pack ready for tomorrow. I have one massive play for you guys for plus 700, and don't miss this chance for tomorrow.
All right, guys, get on board here with Goran Kucar over at Pick Dogs Premium. You'll have a big pack tomorrow, 9 to 11 plays up there, a big dog on there as well. You want to get on board here with Goran over at Pick Dogs Premium, that English Premier Soccer. Of course, he covers the European soccer as well. You can find his content, Pick Dogs, as well as over on Sports Chat Place. Goran, a lot of content you put up there.
Yeah, the free picks for tomorrow are up there. Already we have a Copa del Rey finals in Spain. That's actually from the last season finals. And we have La Liga games. We have entire Serie A games are playing tomorrow. And just keep coming. There's a Champions League again tomorrow and the Europa League as well.
All right, guys, check Goran Kucar over there at Sports Chat Place. Of course, Pick Dogs Premium, get his big place for tomorrow. He got a big dog going on his 9 or 11 pack he's putting together for you guys, so check him out there. All right, Goran, as always, great having a show. Have a great week. We'll talk with you next week.
My pleasure, guys.
All right, Goran Kucar here on the drive-thru. All right, we'll continue on with our coverage. We're one pick away from doing a full recap of the show, so stay tuned. All right, let's get on board here with this pick. It's my turn. I will up front and center with this pick. We're looking at a late night game today from the American League, the West matchup between the Astros and the Oakland Athletics. I'll go ahead and put that game information for you right now. 9:40 Eastern Time. Athletics to host the Astros. Athletics favored about $1.20, $1.25. Total sits here at 8.5 runs. I'm going to come back here with this Houston Astros team. Go ahead and take them here at plus 115. Christian Javier will go to the hill. Now, he's a fly ball pitcher, but he's pitching in a good park for a fly ball. That's in Oakland with all that space out there. Javier, 3.48 ERA in his rookie year. Jesus Luzardo will counter for the Athletics. Now, the Astros hit the lefty pretty well in the playoffs. You know, Luzardo finished with an ERA over 4 in 2020 for Oakland. You know, the late innings, again, the Astros piled them on. Even with the 3-0 lead, they were able to pile up the runs, and they've always been clutch. I prefer their lineup here, so I'll look at the Houston as a dog price, Chris.
And you know what? I can't fault you, especially after, Tony, like you mentioned, the way that everything kind of shook out yesterday. It's just, like I said, you never know really what you're going to be getting with the, with teams in a rivalry game, especially on opening day. My issue here is just Christian Javier, only because I know that last year he struggled against Oakland. I mean, you look at when he took on the A's, 0-2, 7.88 ERA. Jesus Luzardo had issues with injuries, last year and I believe last 2 years. But this is a hard game for me to call. I'd probably look towards the over. I could see both pitchers kind of getting touched up here and see a fair share of runs here. But as far as the side, it's just too much for me to try to split hairs on.
All right, Chris looking over. Probably lean Oakland if you listen to it. If you listen through it, maybe butt heads on this one. Go ahead and butt heads. It's all right. No problem.
I'm strictly total because know what? Strictly, yeah. The way that Houston played last night, I would not be surprised if it carried over here as well.
Yeah, I saw that in their stride yesterday. It was just an impressive performance by Houston. They look like they're serious about the regular season this year. I mean, it was a really good push. All right, guys, I got actually a 5-pack right now at Pick Dogs Premium with NBA and baseball combined there. So check my plays up there on the site. And of course, I also have the long-term passes, your 3, 7, and 30 pass at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on here with the show. Now it's time to go ahead and recap the plays, all the plays on the show. We've got Jeff Jeter to join us as he does on Friday on the recap. We got started here with Tony Brown, Bucks laying 3 against the Trailblazers. Joe D'Amico, Diamondbacks, plus 185 against the Padres. Rod was on the Blues, plus 185 against the Avalanche. Jovan, Pacers laying the 5 against the Hornets. Brian, Kings, minus 4.5 against the Lakers. Chris, Grizzlies laying the 6 against the T-Wolves. Jeff was on Warriors, Raptors, under 219. Goran, Arsenal, Liverpool, over 2.5 goals. Both teams to score. That comes in at plus 100. Yours truly, Astros, plus 115 against Athletics. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I'm going to be strictly on value, so I'm going to go with Rod and that St. Louis Blues at almost double our money against Colorado Avalanche. I really like that play tonight.
All right, let's go over to Jeff. Jeff, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Ton of value here on the board with our picks tonight. And, Tony, I'm going to go right with you there with the Astros at plus 115. It's probably going to be one of the few times that we do get this much value on the Astros. And so, I'm with you guys. I like the over. I like the over in this game tonight too, especially. So yeah, I'll take the Astros with you, Tony.
All right, then I'm going to go with Chris with the Grizzlies, laying the 6 against the T-Wolves here. The T-Wolves, a team that's just, again, we talked about, just this is the poor team. They don't defend well, and Grizzlies have been really well in this favorite role. All right, guys, that'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru. Tune in next Monday when we do this all over again next week at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be Final Four. We'll get to the championship game. We'll baseball and basketball as well, some hockey. So tune into our show on Monday. And, of course, we get started here every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show. You got Mitch, you got Brian Bitler, you got Rod Zawacki, and on the weekends, Ron Romanelli makes an appearance for both shows on Saturday and Sunday. So check that out. And don't forget those YouTube late and early editions. Check the link description below and sign up for those packages. All right, let's go ahead and bring in our crew from tonight's show. We'll give everyone a nice send-off, a nice wave goodbye. Have yourself a great weekend. Happy Easter, everybody out there. If you celebrate it, have a great night. We'll talk with you guys on Monday on the show.